What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Everyone to Orlando, Florida, the Bounce House, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Houston Cougars, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome everyone to Orlando, Florida, the Bounce House, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Houston Cougars, taking on another Big 12 foe, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Knights will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop. The 16. So Houston's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Powers through the defender. Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming out.
There he goes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
That's on a run there.
And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a
good.
flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty.
Not having a bad little junior year.
And now on second down for this offense.
Nice shot again.
Looking
Nice ball.
downfield, it's Beckman.
Yep.
Oh, he
Nice ball.
downfield.
go-to speedster. You put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Left guard and got injured, huh?
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
Oh.
And it's up and no good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So UCF's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a beast, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistency, Jesse.
But they need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game, like we've seen throughout his career, when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter. That's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33. The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive.
3rd down.
That's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver, continuing to come back to his QB.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, it's plays like that that help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Jackson will throw. Well, it's a nice grab, but he would have been much better off just to let that thing go out of bounds.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did it.
Oh, he's fouled. Oh, he's fouled.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility.
He is
He
fast.
can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He outran the angle.
Setting up for the extra point, then we'll put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on. Offense comes onto the field. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left.
Nice comeback,
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll start this drive from the 42. He'll keep it himself. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunky yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Right down the middle. It's caught. And he's not immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Nixon. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Fires to the right.
No pressure on him.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Jackson going to throw it.
Look at push that.
A shot toward the end zone.
Did he catch that? Oh my God.
They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Who cares about double coverage? Just get it in there. Give your guy a chance. And it worked out that time.
And the receiver would definitely agree with you. It's a little bit risky throwing in traffic, but trust your guy. You know, he's going to go
didn't come down with that.
in the end zone. You can tell you've thrown that ball to him, and you trust him, and he goes and rewards you.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. USF put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Bulls had 0 issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every time. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Wegman. Fires to the wideout.
Ooh, he on free field. Come out of there. Come out of there. I'm clipping that.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cougars!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, he's got...
And it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
I got to clip that one. Off on him then.
Getting set for the point
I should
after.
have went for 2. Nah, I played
And
slow.
with the extra point, they cut it to a 14-13 game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ashley.
Oh, man.
He's got great speed.
Oh, man.
There he goes. Open it up.
That didn't turn out how I wanted it to.
It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always
He's
talk
in a little bit
about
of trouble
offense.
today.
Man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives. David, everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Out of the gun to give to the back.
The block.
Got enough for the first down. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Quickly to the tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job on it.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these...
And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense trying to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the explosive play when they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his protection.
The throw to the outside is complete. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Wegman. The quick out. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And into the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown. Houston has it with a 1st and goal. Slams ahead. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling and showed up with a touchdown.
Surprising that they didn't go for 2, but they're still down by a point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Ashley. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
My old coach said, don't never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
He'll do it himself. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice game.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football, even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short.
Turnover.
Jackson will throw.
Come here, pick, man.
In the middle, it's Jenkins. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
Gotta throw me one.
They go to the ground. Fights off
There
the
we go.
defender.
Good stop.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Reads it, fires complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a 1st down. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog.
There it is. Oh, I thought I hit my pick.
More intensity. They look like they wanted it.
Oh, dude,
But I finally got my turnover I needed.
It's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
Nobody
Wide
there.
open. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So now on comes the field goal unit. Just drives in between the uprights.
Okay.
They take a 4-point lead here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
Run it back.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Orlando. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys inside the bounce house.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Jackson gonna throw it. Got his man quickly. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
I cannot get a
The inside handoff. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Got it behind the line. It's Burke. The Knights look to keep this drive humming. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jenkins. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch. He had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
That's what I needed. Let's see if he was down. But he might have been down. They're going to try to get.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Good timing on the quick out. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding pressure.
The quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
With the catch, it's Thomas. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. It's good. That brings them to within 1.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. Got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Handoff to the lone back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And you know what? The best third down offense is don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You can tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice game, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs? You just pound it down their throat and stuff like that.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Knights are facing 3rd and inches. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
I just cannot
The Knights
get a
pounded the
stop.
rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Right back to the well. It's a running one. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. The Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Jackson will throw. Got his man downfield to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
He's been sitting there at 14, but it's going.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire league?
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Knights! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. And the Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss of the last play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this chains after that second down incompletion. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Throws to the wideout. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gonna let it fly. He's got it for a big play. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play and you go from a little back up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. The give on the option. Gets it past the marker. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Using the quick game. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Burke. Touchdown, UCF! A great catch for 6. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to scramble.
Just letting there.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the 4th quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Houston going up tempo. To the air, it's Wegman. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to... He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field, catches the defense off guard.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Off play action on first down. Fires to the right. He's got it. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not giving up the big play.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Pushes for the goal line. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much. And that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial. Touchdown Cougars. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
All right, big touchdown makes it a 9-point game. You got to kick the extra point right now, and then you've got to find a way somehow, some way to get the football back. You're going to have to score again and go for two. A lot has to go right, but at least you get that touchdown to give yourself an opportunity.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitz, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Knights can really attack on this second and short. Looking for a gap, it's Nixon. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Knights line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short.
Come on, defense.
Jackson gonna throw it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Knights will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Going to swing it on second down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He wants a big play here late. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete. Gas effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it.
Great game,
Great
bro.
Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things and win. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you've also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got one loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true. So I can't take it too hard, but I got to use it.
Yeah, this loss definitely hurts, and I know one of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to go undefeated and win a national championship. You can't go undefeated anymore, but you can still win a national championship. The key is the leadership in the locker room. They've got to turn the page. They've got to get everybody refocused. You can't let this loss now turn into 2 or 3 or more down the road.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
So running back, did it?